Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been a little while, but I thought that I'd bring this video to you today because I think it's something that's quite interesting because it's something that I was really excited to make and show you how I made it. And it's this bag here. So I'm going to take you through step by step of how I made the bag. Yeah, and it was quite easy to do. And believe it or not, these are just placemats. So if you like the sound of this video, then please continue to watch, and I hope that you will continue to follow. Please do like, share and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.
So firstly then, I used two placemats which I picked up from IKEA, and these were £7.50 for two, and that's to make the outer side of the bag. Next is a belt from Primark that was just £1.50. Some pillowcases from IKEA for £1.75, one pillowcase actually. Some string from Hobbycraft, I think that was about £2. Some chalk, a needle with a big eye, and a couple of tools to make the keychain later on, and also the hot glue gun. Some embroidery thread, some pom-poms, and some buttons and some jump rings there. So what I did is I took the cushion case and zipped it. It's really important that you zip it sort of inside of where you want to place your placemat so that the zip doesn't run off once you cut it out. So I chalked around the outside of the placemat, just over halfway I would say. And then making sure that the zip, like I said, is pushed in, I cut round fabric and then turned it so that they were inside out. So then what I needed to do was make sure that the zip ends were secure, so that's what I'm doing here. And then I did the same again to the other side. So then what I needed to do was stitch around the outside, which is what I'm doing here, to form the, obviously, bag, insert of the bag. And then in order for the outer edge not to fray, I just went over with a zigzag stitch to sort of what do you call it, overlock, but I haven't got an overlocking machine, but it's just so that it doesn't fray out. The zigzag just allows it to stay secure. So then I turn it back on the right side, and then place it back on top of the placemat. So then using the glue gun, I glue around the outside of the placemat. Just enough obviously to allow the bag to stick down inside of that. And then just across the top as well. Once that's lovely and stuck down, I do the same to place the other placemat on the other side. And the glue just helps to secure it while I then reach for the needle and string and begin to sew using this natural string here, which is really good. I kind of doubled the string just to make it extra secure and sturdy. So you can see I'm starting the bag here. I'm kind of going over, stitching over and over so that the stitching is secure. So literally all I'm doing is just going round and round. There's no fancy stitch or anything like that. I'm just going over and over. You can see with the thread there, and voila, it's done. So next then what I'm going to do is make the handles for the bag. So in order to do this, what I used was just a plaiting technique really. I used 3 pieces of the same string that I used to sew around the bag, and just did a normal plait using 3 separate pieces of string. Just measuring it there so that I'm able to put my hand through it. So I did 1 with just 3 pieces of string. The next I used 6 pieces of string, and then I used a 3rd piece again with another 3 pieces of string. So once I'd, as you can see, once I'd plaited the second one, which is, as you can see, 6 pieces, I just divided those into 3, so 2 pieces of yarn then in each part to form the plait. Same way again, just plait it down. So I just wanted to make the handle look natural but also to be quite sturdy. So thirdly then, just to help make up the strap, for the 3rd piece I did again 6 pieces of the string, yarn, and as I did with the last piece, divided that up into 3, so 2 pieces of yarn in each part, and made up the 3rd section of what will be one of the straps. I then took all the pieces together and made a big plait to form one handle. That's what I've done here. I then positioned the handles where I wanted them to go and began sewing them through the placemat. Secured the yarn firstly to the placemat by doing just a couple of stitches through, and then proceeded on to attaching the handle to the placemat. So what I'm doing is sewing just above where the knot is, because the knot is what's going to keep the handle secure in place. And then just literally go over that a few times. So here I'm just positioning the second part of that strap. And again, just as I've just done, I'm just going to sew it in place using the same string. Just cut the stray strings off. I actually cut it even shorter, those little bits, just so that it was just the bare knot. And I'm doing the same to the other side of the bag. So next I'm going to use the strap that I bought from Primark, and it was only £1.50. So what I'm doing here is just measuring it up, and I'm going to be using this buttonhole maker to make the holes that I'm going to use to attach the strap to the bag with. So what I did is made 4 holes. I actually used the needle to score those holes out. Sorry, I missed that. But yeah, I just made 4 holes and then sewed a crisscross shape there to attach the strap to the bag. So obviously you can see that I am attaching the strap. And then I went ahead and did the exact same technique on the other side. So here is the bag and the cushion case. I actually went over with some invisible threads to make sure that it was further secured to the placemats. So here I am decorating my bag. I bought some pom-poms by the metre from Hobbycraft, and it was, I think it was about £2.20 per metre. I used, I think, a metre, and I think I bought 1.5 metres, but only used probably about 1 metre or under. And just using the glue gun there, I'm just gluing the pom-poms on the strip to the underneath of the bag. I chose cream because I thought it would be quite neutral and would go with quite a few different things. You can actually decorate your bag however you want. You might want to stick things on, you might want to stick on beads, sequins. I chose to add a keychain to mine, and here I am decorating my keychain by making some tassels. Again, I picked up the embroidery cotton from Hobbycraft, and I've got something in a gold cotton here which I'm using to wrap the top of the cotton, wrap the top of the embroidery thread, which I wrapped around my hand, which you just saw me do in order to form the tassels. If you want to see a video on how I make the keychain, please do leave a comment in the comments box down below, and I'll be more than happy to show you how I do those. So in order to make a smaller tassel, I used a fork to wrap round, and just the same technique as I did with the yellow one. Pulled it off the fork when it was as thick as what I wanted it to be, and you can see I did a blue one as well there, and then just wrapped the top with some gold thread. I then attached them all to a keychain using wire and little jump rings. Then you can see obviously the pom-poms on the bottom, and I just used a few of the pom-poms on the keychain, and there you have it. So I think using a keychain was a really good idea for me, because I kind of felt that I might want to change up the look and maybe add a scarf or something like that, and you can easily just detach that keychain. So yeah, I think I'm going to be wearing this bag quite a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Everything is in the description box. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and see you next time. Bye bye. you.